that's good. Buddy? Been waiting for you. Been waiting to try and get our signal going up. Been giving us a lot of trouble this morning. Welcome to Thornybush. Welcome to our live drive. Beautiful sunrise. Thought I'd find a skeleton of a tree to wait with so we could get signal again. Temperamental electronics. Hello everybody. Thornybush live drive. AM drive of here in my mouth. I'm here. That's on, by the way. Oh. Hello you. The last Sunday of July in this year 2013 or whatever calendar you follow, or whatever month it may be, lunar calendar rather than solar. Still, it's not really relevant what day it is. What is relevant is that it's our last. Sadly, it's been an absolutely wonderful time. The last time the baboons were calling. There's another sunset. Let's stop and listen again. There's a duiker running. Duiker's not too perturbed. Hamerkorps are shouting. There's a bulldozer busy. Front end loader. Something noisy. That's not nice. I guess we don't need to go that way. Well, I was hoping to get the big anna trees in the sun, the morning sunlight, for the last time. Well, we're going to go and find some of our local characters, some of our friends who we've been seeing over the last couple of months, Might be our last chance to see them. Early morning, are likely to be making the way off of the higher elevated sort of ridge where it's more open, coming down into the thicket for the day. And we might be able to catch them. Giraffe, zebra, wildebeest, impala, nyala. There were baboons barking, but the place where the baboons were barking now has the sounds of one of those pieces of earth move, one of those caterpillars, earth moving stuff, whatever they may be doing down there. Sounds like it's right on the river, on the boundary. It might be just outside actually. It might be roadwork on the road that goes over the Thornybush River outside the reserve. Also, we haven't driven here for a little while, and this is an area where there's a particular tree, bush actually, it's not a tree, and I have noticed in Hoedspruit that they're flowering there already, some of them. See if we could find one that's flowering. We have seen one flower, but it's nowhere near how beautiful it can be, because that's a very pale red. Sometimes it can get a little bit deeper red, but it's, I think of the color red it would be. It's like not even crimson, not quite, deeper than rose, pink, but it's more on the orange side of red. Harder. Morning, children. They've already moved into the thicket. So, Aaron is on camera today. Last drive for Aaron. I'll let Aaron do the talking for this drive. I take it by that giggle you thought I was joking.
Yes.
I've gotten to like this little area actually, south of camp. A lot of these niloticas, acacia niloticas, with sweet thorn. Oh gosh, yes, I got to be careful with my wording. Some people are panicking, thinking this is the last drive. No. I was saying this is Aaron. Aaron is going to be in FT this afternoon, so, and David will be on drive. So for Aaron, his last drive. intense. I wonder if we should get some of this early morning light on the GoPro.
You don't have any morning ones, do you?
No, I don't think so. Not with this like early morning light. Stop. Have a go. Pro. Working. We have a go. Got my GoPro working. Sung to the tune, I've got my mojo working. Now can we find the zebra and giraffe? Wildies. We'll say goodbye to Billy just in case our last, because it might be the penultimate. We can still find Billy this afternoon, but it's time to take a look at our last morning of driving this gorgeous little part of Thornybush. Morning, James. James saying he'll miss the drive and what? Pardon?
I think I heard the first bit.
Yeah. So the first bit was your question for Aaron, and I was getting to that. Second bit of the question was just saying that James will miss the drive. James wanted to know, Aaron, and it's up to you to disclose. How old are you and will you miss the drive?
Yeah, of course I'll miss the drive. I probably have to relay that into the mic.
Yeah, let's stop and we'll listen to the world around us.
I should turn it off this mic.
Can you?
Yeah. You can hear me from the back. James Bay. Hello, James. Yeah, no, of course I'm going to miss, the drive, especially going on drives with Mark here. He's taught me a lot about the bush. And yeah, as for my age, I'm actually only 21. I'm still a lightie. So yeah, that answers your question, James. Your turn, Mark.
Thanks, Aaron. They're not here, none of these animals are here. See, we can't guarantee these things. Sometimes they're here every day, and sometimes they're elsewhere. They're not even down at the bottom edge of the open area where they sometimes can be seen. A lot of their tracks, a lot of them. Impala, wildebeest. Ah, there they are. I see them. They're hiding out near the fence. Almost at the gate. I saw a wildebeest. Impala having fun in the sun. Zebra further on. More wildebeest up there. Guinea fowl. Oh, not that way, Impala. There is Billy, I can see Billy. The raft is behind trees. But they're right at the gate, all these animals. I don't know how good this footage is going to be. Such beautiful light to see them all. Whole herd of zebra here. The stallion's just arrived. He was a little bit separate. The wildebeest are split up into two groups. There's, I think, the new wildebeest that are further back with the impala. These are the standard herd we've always been seeing. There was another group with them the other day. Let's see if we can creep around the bushes and see little Billy. There's the giraffe coming into view now. That little, yeah, see, some things don't change. Come on, little girl, move forward. Oh, and there's a baby. Have we seen that baby? Yes, we have. I think. Not a little girl. It's an adult female. Looks like what? 4 giraffes. Nice little family group. 4 giraffes. Billy, no doubt, will be moving up soon. He's just there behind the termite mound. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Billy's lagging behind. Here comes Billy. Little Billy. Off a little bit. That's the one wanting to drink. Okay, we're going to just time move again. I don't think it's so much that there's so few birds here, it's just that we don't get to see them the way we used to. This camera is different, and it doesn't have great zooming capabilities, so the birds have to be very, very close to the vehicle, and unfortunately, being birds, they're rather shy. So it's more a case of, well, there are good birds here, it's not easy to get them on camera, because we're filming with these 3D cameras. 5 giraffes. All females. Two adult females. I'd say they're 2 daughters from their first or from previous calvings, and then there's 1 new calf. They're listening to a lot of noises out of the reserve, but there's also Franklin complaining bitterly along the fence line to the west. It does make them a bit nervous. Oh, and there comes the bull. Thought there might be a bull around. Big old man. Oh, there's a nice family group. We don't always see such neat family groups. As you noticed, the last couple of months we've either seen bachelor groups, or we've seen a male with female and 1 youngster, or we've seen females with bunches of males. Come on, old man, carry on walking. We can't see you hiding behind the tree there. Okay, well, we'll just go and feed right there where the gate is. That's a pity. Could have looked nice. Now he walks. It was just a little too early. Switching off the front. And we got to see it at least. Look at it. It's quite pretty. Beautiful color. Do we know him? I don't know if we know him at all. Nothing particular about his horns, or there's no scars on his face. Grass, coffee bush, things are tall there, you can even see Billy. This is the other small group of wildebeest. Interesting, two herds, maybe join forces one day. Things are supposed to be getting better, not worse. Dropping folks, bear with me. To the top of the ridge, we still have good signal here. I don't know, something strange. North loop, south loop. South loop. Ring road. Doesn't seem we're going to get to see our lion again. Our young male. He did, by the way, he was here early yesterday morning during the night before last. We had his tracks coming up to those green tanks. He had actually been around just across the river. We tried to find him that day, but we couldn't. Aha, leopards are back here. So that's why there's been so much blazing. Young male probably, and only the one. So our young male lion and his newfound friend have caught themselves a wildebeest way up in the north. And that means they're going to be feeding for the next 2 days, 3 days. They're not going to leave there. They're not going to be back here. Oh. Okay, just a correction there from Thomas. Not a wildebeest. It's a young female buffalo. There you go. Guides can make mistakes. You aren't coming? Yeah, but I'm just listening to this hissing sound. Morning, Sharon in Memphis. Sharon is quite observant with the giraffe, noticing that they walk with both legs moving on the same side. Do any other quadrupeds do this? As far as I know, camels walk the same way. Which is why they were originally thought to be family of the camel, I think. But I don't know really. These lions were here. Only had roared. Signal choppy. What signal is this? I'm going to get to see these elephants. Okay, but does that change the picture and sound at all? Look at these lions. If I hadn't known from yesterday, anyway, we missed them. Yes, it is a rather peculiar way of walking for a quadruped, Sharon. It's really cold down here at the river. It's not even a river anymore. It's lower lying. So I guess we can deduce cold air sinks, warm air rises. I think that's an accurate discovery. I think I can patent that discovery. No, I suppose not. Leopard again. There's a leopard back here. Kevin in Boston. Morning, Kevin. How much does smell count when tracking an animal? Very little. If you look at the size of our tiny little noses, and you look at the size of animals' noses, animals can track just with their noses. Our noses are pathetic compared to the nose of an animal. So, not very easy at all. There are times when you can smell where a leopard or a lion is marking its territory. Sometimes you can smell urine, and sometimes you can smell dung. But it doesn't give you the direction of an animal, doesn't tell you which way it's going. It tells you that it was there, but you already know it's there because you've seen the tracks. So it's not like you can follow the smell of an animal. Apart from the fact that there's virtually always a prevailing wind or air movement. Air is always moving in one particular direction. I mean, it almost looks like there's no movement of air right now. There's a little knobthorn, got flowers on the top. Little cream spikes on the top of this little knobthorn. Let us stop and listen for a minute. Taking photographs of baby grasshoppers. They're so tiny. have to put them on the lens. You can see a tiny little smoke. I'd love to get a cat photograph. Okay, so a flower this morning. Signs of spring. Thornybush alarm ring. Testicular, it's a rattling testicle. Hang on a sec, let me get through this tree. Hang on a sec. Not the right time there. Tacoma, Washington. Nikki in Tacoma. Morning, Nikki. Tacoma, Washington. Getting so tied up in my earpiece this morning. Nikki in Tacoma. Saw a bush pig on the camera at Pete's Pond the other day. What exactly is a bush pig? Well, it's a bush pig. You saw it. It's a bush pig. They're a Stewart, they're more nocturnal than diurnal. They're a wild type of pig. I don't know how to explain it better than you saw a picture of it. That was a bush pig. Not as common as warthog in places. Some places perhaps more so. Why there's so many oxpeckers here? It's another one of Africa's mammals. Not a wild feral pig. It's a naturally occurring bush pig. I don't know how I could say that even anymore. Oh, two more drives to the near future. Next time it's going to have to be a wireless earpiece because it just doesn't work out. Now there's something interesting. We saw this a long time ago. Yellow-billed hornbill sitting on the termite mound where the termites are working. Actually using the sun as well, but I would say that the hornbill is also raiding the termite mound. Because it's a spot where it looks like termites are working. Dampness, fresh. The lovely sound of the emerald spotted wood dove in the background. Okay, hornbill, show us what you just getting warm actually. Probably picking at a termite every now and then. Oxpeckers again. Music. I wonder what that funny noise was. Probably the stars at River Lodge. Because there are no guests. So hornbill, what you gonna do? You're just warming up in the sun in the morning. Yep, catch a termite. Make some noise. Morning, Charlie. Charlie saying she saw a picture of a black mamba snake. Have I ever run into? Yes, Charlie, I have run into black mambas very often in my lifetime. On drives, on foot, at home, in buildings. different circumstances. You live in the bush, you're bound to bump into a black mamba at some point in your life. It's inevitable. Well, we had one on drive a couple of weeks ago. Big one. It was about as long as the road is wide. They can be frightening because of their ability to stand up and strike multiple lightning fast strikes, and of course because the venom is so highly venomous. The venom is very, very strong. Neurotoxin. Shall we leave this child to his own devices? Maybe he'll stay there and we might get a little closer even. Oh, I heard Nyala barking. Is multitasking, this hornbill. Getting a bit of morning sun, but also waiting to see if the termite's going to make an appearance. There's also, I have no doubt, it's because it's open, that the heat that is coming out of that termite mound is also a nice sort of warm vent. It's a nice little place for a hornbill to sit. In fact, I can even see the heat coming out of it myself. A little sort of mini heat wave. Nature's little heater. Hoping a termite's going to make an appearance. Oh, there's it. Did you see that?
Yeah, I recorded that. What was it?
That was a seed. I'll tell you now what kind of seed, because I can see it lying there. A jackleberry seed. Been eating jackleberry fruit. Got a termite. Just like an owl coughs up a pellet. Oh, this thing's making a noise. Just like an owl coughs up a pellet, all birds cough up undigested material because it can't go through the gut and come out the other end. It comes out from the crop and then gets ejected by the body. In insect eaters and all the insect eating birds, you'll find the insect husks, the exoskeletons of insects, because they can't digest that. They can only crush the insect. That's why we see hornbills and other animals, other birds, insectivorous birds, beating insects to a virtual pulp, because they've got to break open the exoskeleton so that their body can crush up the pieces to be able to digest all the soft stuff. And then the body creates this little pellet to to eject all this undigested material. Now with the seed eaters, fruit eaters rather, not seed eaters, but the fruit eaters, any seed and any pips or any seed, also it doesn't come out the bottom end, it comes out, instead of being like a pellet, it will come out whole from the crop. That's a regurgitated, undigested material. Two pairs of black-collared barbets singing, and a lot of emerald-spotted dove. Okay, I guess we can leave this hornbill now. We've had a really nice view. I think it's the best we've had hornbill in a long time, other than the one that was killing the chameleon, and then there was the one that was killing the praying mantis the other day. I'd like to get that jackalberry seed, grow it. Let's disturb the hornbill. Bye bye, child. Don't eat too many termites. And that is one of the reasons why you find so many jackalberries growing on termite mounds, because that is what happens. Either that or the dung of a monkey or a baboon, because a monkey or a baboon has been sitting on a termite mound, and sometimes instead of landing on top of the termite mound, it actually falls within, and that moisture and warmth and all that just lends itself to a good germinating environment for the jackalberry. And you find a lot of fruit trees. In fact, you get these communities of trees. Digging. You find these what we call tree communities, or communities of certain species of trees that grow on termite mounds. Boorbeens, jackalberries, sometimes quarries, all sorts of things that are there because their fruits have been eaten and their seeds have been ejected by the body in some way or another. Yes. Morning, Joanne Jensen. How much will the river levels change during the wet season? And will the vehicles be able to cross? And will the Land Cruisers ever be able to cross? Lady after my own heart. Joanne, the Thornybush, in fact we can have a look at it later when we go home. We'll try and find a spot where there's a flood level. Well, the Land Cruisers tend to be able to cross mostly like this where there's a dry crossing, but no, as soon as there's water and they do have problems. I'll see if I can find anywhere now. This is just a dry riverbed. There should be some flood debris in some of these trees from the flooding. But it depends on rain. Here you can see in this thickle bush to our right, there's flood debris probably about 3-4 feet high. So although this is only a dry riverbed, there are times when after very, very heavy rains, this will flow so high that vehicles won't be able to cross, not even a Land Rover. But that'll only be for a couple of days. And when this river and every other small tributary that feeds the Thornybush is flowing at that height, you must know how high the Thornybush River can be. And that can be so high that it would completely engulf a Land Rover. So there will be times when we can't cross the river at all. So there will be theoretically in the wet season some point in time when the Thornybush River is flooding for anything up to a couple of weeks, no access to the northern part of Thornybush at all. And if anybody were to be driving from that side of the Thornybush River, the only way to do it would be to drive all the way around to come in maybe the gate at Waterbuck or the gate at Jackalberry, or to do the it's almost a 30-kilometer drive around to get to the other gates of Thornybush. But there would be no access. There would be no access to this part of the side of the river through the river. In other words, quite a mess to do a game drive. Because not only will it then be impossible for vehicles to cross, but animals too. So wherever animals might find themselves, that's where they'll be pretty much stuck. That little area of Thornybush that is on the southern tip of the river, and there's enough food to hold animals, but if they're a lion that are stuck, it's not going to be long. It's not like it lasts for weeks and weeks and weeks. Basically it needs a lot of rain. The first 100 millimeters or so, which is what, the first 100 mils, 10 centimeters, 4 inches. First 4 inches of rain or so, I'd say. 25 mils. Yeah. I reckon the first 4 inches or so will just seep into the ground. And then you'll need another 4 to 5 inches to get, in a short period of time, to get the rivers flowing. And that is already the quota for the year, what the whole season brings. But every now and then we get these rainfalls of 120 millimeters. That's nearly 5 inches in one day. No, that's 5 inches. So, I don't know, 2.5. I don't know. Inches. Such an illogical measurement system. Decimal system is just so easy. There's one of these, and if you take 10 of them, there's one of those. If you take 10 of those, it makes one of those. If you take 10 of those, it makes one of those. So it's 10 of those, or 100 of those, or 1,000 of those, and then you get the bigger numbers. Inches. Sorry, it doesn't make sense. 5/16 of an inch. 11/17 of an inch. 9/23. You know, really? How do you remember all those fractions in the imperial system?
Use Google.
Pardon?
I use Google.
You use Google. Yeah, I've got a scale for spanners because I drive a Land Rover, and anybody who drives a Land Rover knows that you've got half your nuts and bolts are metric, and tenths of them are metric, and 90% of them are imperial. That's why I have a set of imperial spanners. But you think after 30 years of Land Rovers, I know that a size 14 is equal to a 9/16 or something. I know that a 13 mil spanner is half inch. That I know, that's easy. Station on a low block. show in Mangla. What are termite mounds made of? And are they as strong as cement? No, I wouldn't say as strong as cement. They are pretty strong. As strong as clay. They're a type of clay, but it is a clay that is made out of the byproduct of the action of termites. Termites are nature's way of breaking down plant material further than any other animal can break down plant material. We look at this buffalo dung on the road. It's very, very finely chewed grasses through the very special process of ruminating and the rumen of a bovis. But it is still predominantly the cellulose plant cell, the cellulose of the plant cell, that can't really be broken down by any mammals. And the only things that really can break it down are into really small enough components that bacteria and fungi can then return it to the soil, are termites. And it's through the bacteria in their gut and the fungus gardens that they use with their lifestyle that termites become so important, in that they need to break down plant material so that it can feed the soil for new plants to grow, and that cycle of life is vital. So termites chew wood and plant materials to such an extent that what is left, the very end product, there's almost no there are no elements, there's no nutritional value left. It's almost like pure carbon based compound. It's a sticky paste, and they use that to cement grains of sand together to make the clay of their termitarium. The termitaria, plural. In other words, termite dung. Quite simply put, termite mound or termitarium is merely termite dung doing grains of sand together. After it has passed through the gut of several termites, because one termite will chew whatever it has to chew to a point, and then another termite will take that and extract even more nutrients, so on until it is just there's nothing left other than this substance. Oops, sorry. And not all termites make mounds. Some termites merely produce a covering, a tunnel covering, either underground. They make tunnels out of it, or they make tunnels on trees and feed on the dead bark and dead wood on a tree before it even falls off. Or they'll find some termite colonies that just feed on dead wood lying on the surface of the ground. They will cover a piece of wood with this tunnel type substance, this tunnel of the substance, sand glued together with their byproduct, and then consume the wood inside it, because they can't really be exposed to air. They don't have pigments, so they can't be exposed to light. They don't have eyes, they don't have a very hard body, plus they're very nutritious. Because they're getting some of the best nutrients out of the plants that other animals can't get, they become very protein-rich creatures themselves. Everything likes to eat them. Should have listened to the radio. I haven't had it on it hardly at all. Not just yet. Any station with that in door block? I guess not. Elephants were seen, but nobody's really been to them because of, I guess, the cats up north. Okay, what you got, silly bird? Be humble, for you are made of earth. Be noble, for you are made of stars. Thanks, Clancy. dam in case they cross the road. I'm hoping everyone's with us again. We took a road just over the crest of a ridge that we have had signal before. Herd of elephant that was seen there this morning, so I took that 2-track, that little grassy road, very bumpy, and we found one big elephant bull, but it was almost, signal went off and we found an elephant, and then so I had to drive that whole road because I'm looking for the herd. They're not here at the dam. I don't know if there's anything at the dam, so we'll go back along the cut. Normally a bull hangs out towards the back of a herd of elephants, but didn't see tracks crossing southeaster, but I might not have been looking too well. This road, only that low-lying area but even far enough away that I think they're over that little route. No, there they've crossed here. They've gone to Spoko Road. They've crossed exactly. Which is good. They're good. Fortunately, they haven't really given us opportunity to see them. Look at first, and then we'll have to go back to view. I don't know if we should go all the way back down. We had no good going to where we had no signal area. So much easier with the sun behind us. fork window so far. In the road. Heading more east. It's still there. There he is. try and get the back of the vehicle. Can you see him from there? Yeah, sort of.
Right.
We're trying to maneuver to get a picture of him. This is Norman. I'm so glad we're seeing him. This is one character that's very nice to sort of say goodbye to. The rest of the herd has moved south. I'm hoping that signal's okay here. We were a little bit closer to him, and I was trying to maneuver the vehicle to try and get a signal back. What is all that noise? Drumming. I don't know. So this is our limit. If I go a few feet forward to try and see him better, we lose signal. The other thing is that I'm giving the herd a bit more time to get down to another road. Perhaps maybe too much time. I want to see him better. He's ever so slowly making his way to this road. So we'll see him cross. No, now he's starting to go north again. Okay, well, a brief glimpse. That's all we get. Oops. Okay, go to Expo Dam, then we're gonna. And here you can see, as soon as I move forward a couple of feet to try and get a view of him, we lost signal. So, and the straight in. Yep. Go down 4 kilometers and come back again. Make a loop. Signal unlocked. signals. We're going to use smoke signals because the radio is cutting. How funny. Kudu. That's where I expected elephants to be coming out. Looks like happening crossing here. Maybe we'll overlook them again. stuff. They really hired away. Okay, time to go back to the dam. Maybe. Not likely. Bird tracks on top of that elephant track. That's a long way around to go through Bushwillow Link and then Bene Road. Very long way around. Boy, when it warms up quickly. Quote from William Hazlitt. I can't remember it already, even if it was one line. We don't see nature with our eyes but with our hearts or something. Thanks, Debbie. Always hard to repeat quotes because of the scratchiness of the radio and the pathetic quality of my memory. Much that my brain, I think it's because there's just too much my brain is taking in. While I'm driving, my brain is like looking, it sees a bit of bark taken off the tree there, big galls on cluster leaf, there's a zebra word, and it's taking, my brain is taking in all this information, so to try and remember a few words in the sequence becomes impossible, because when in this mode that I'm in driving, you've noticed that I stop talking in the middle of a sentence, and that's because suddenly my brain is seeing something that shuts my mouth up because it wants to concentrate on what it's seeing. I don't know, it's one of those things. If I had a blank wall in front of me, it would be a different story. I'd probably remember a lot more stuff. But there's times when Dave and Aaron will come through on radio and they'll say, questions so and so. It's just a question. And just in saying, and looking to what I'm looking at. Watching even. It means that it's almost like I'm deaf. Which is like I'm hearing more voices. Mostly true. I think we might not find them at all. They might have gone back into this block. Still unlocked. Buffalo drinking. lie down. Wait for the other old cronies to come along. Wait for the other boys to come and join him, no doubt. Getting sleepy on his feet first. Okay. Bye-bye, Mr. Buslight. Enjoy your day. Daker in the road. Goodbye, Daker. Well, at least we've had quiet roads to drive on because all the guys have gone up north to that lion kill. It's been pretty quiet down in this part of the world. we're quite far from. I look at we're very far from here. The top of that ridge. We've got a ways to go. It's pretty much time to go to drive along the river. We might as well just run a little bit if you want to do that. Thanks for joining me, by the way. Hope you'll all be able to join us this afternoon. Yep, last Saturday. Who knows when? Who knows? While the cameras are still going, and I'm sure the people to each other through chat rooms. I'll see when I go to town if I have a moment to log in. Only problem, I'm likely to be online in town in the middle of this. My day for some people, but I'll try and log in if I can when I'm staying with friends. I can use their electricity and the called, I believe. One I think of go. Thanks, Debbie. I'll read that when quote from Claude Monet. Nature is inspiration. Nature has inspiration. Paintings. Monet. What else? Hope you're going to join us. Those of you who might not be able to. I want to thank you for your support, for viewing. You've sent in. It's just so much that one wants. And I think about, I was up about it. Now I'm almost at a lot. I want to make our life special. I don't really have much choice what we can do with animals, but maybe we, I don't know, in the road. What is he? Anything else? Get it. Slow. But yes, on behalf of Wilder, all of the crew, past and present, thanks for being there for us, giving us the to go on emails come in, sort of feeling a little bit low from no action, we get a little bit of inspiration. And while we might not, I promise you, we know you by email. Email and you when we need to. Touch with Wild Earth, and it has been in again. I can be a part of it, so we'll find out. A few months, could be a few years. As we enter the Thornybush River, time to say goodbye and sign off for the morning. We'll be back 3 o'clock Central. I hope more animals and of course and gratitude. Love you lot. Bye bye.